You should have waited until you had fully healed before you had your child. The reason that statement feels icky to hear is because it's not true. You had your child when you were supposed to have your child. I don't care when it was that your child was born, that your child was born. That was what we call divine timing. Your child is supposed to be here. Your child is learning and growing, and so are you. Stop falling for this narrative that if you would have just waited 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, or if you would have waited until you had found that right person. The child you have right now is supposed to be here, was meant to be here, and that is why they are here. You were supposed to be here. You are meant to be here, which is why you are here. There's this icky narrative among the collective that there's a destination where you are 100% healed. As long as you are physically incarnate, there will always be some type of contrast for you to be aware of and to remember that you are beyond because you are the awareness of it. There will always be some type of trigger that will catch your attention and that you'll have to sit with and remember that you are the awareness of it. There's always going to be something in this 3D reality that's going to be inviting you to level up, to realize more of the infinite love and presence that you are. There was always and will always be something in life that you can whine about, something in life that you can complain about, something in life that you could say, oh my gosh, if only this thing would be better, then I'd be able to provide more for my child. There will always be something that you can be negative about in this 3D reality. The question is, are you willing to love yourself so deeply that you choose a narrative that feels good to your nervous system instead of continuing to tell a story that leads to you to feeling shame and guilt and prevents you from experiencing the bliss and love and joy and presence that is here for you now? I want you to really feel this. What does it feel like when I say you had your child at the wrong time? You were supposed to wait. You had your child with the wrong person. It should have been with someone else. You should have waited until you had the degree. You should have waited until you met Mr. or Mrs. Right. No, the reason all that feels so icky is because it's not true. You were supposed to have your beautiful child. You were supposed to be born, and there's nothing you could have done about it. It's the belief that you had a choice that jacks us up. But Michelle, you keep in the video, 2 videos ago, you said that we are co-creators of our reality and that we are able to consciously and intentionally make choices. Yes, paradox. I can choose for my daughter to go to restaurant A or restaurant B tonight. Relatively, it appears as if I have a choice. Absolutely speaking, on an absolute level, what's meant to happen is gonna happen. So boldly make your choices here and now. Pick your delusion, as I've said before, as we've heard many times before. Pick it. Either way, somebody could argue that it's a delusion. The present moment is all we have. The past is gone. Does it feel good to believe that you failed in the past, that you messed up? Does it feel good to live the rest of your life continuing to tell that story? To some of us, that might sound delusional. How does it feel for you to trust that what happened was meant to happen and that everything is working out for you? Feels better, right? What is stopping you from running with that delusion? You deserve the best delusion. You are worthy of the best delusion. What's stopping you from choosing that one? So, you were supposed to have your child. We were supposed to experience what it feels like to be a single parent. We grew in ways that we probably didn't even imagine was possible. If you've experienced being a single parent, you were supposed to experience the healing, the love, the blessing, the strength, the courage, all of the things, getting to know yourself again. You were supposed to experience that chapter. Divorced, we were supposed to learn from it. Not because something's wrong with you, not because you're bad or you failed at life, but it's all preparation for what's next for you. You don't know what's next, but you're more prepared to handle it now than ever before. Stop guilting and shaming yourself of what happened in the past and give yourself permission to be delusional. Beautifully, blissfully delusional. Because why not? If you're gonna think, if you're gonna use the mechanism of thought, which is highly recommended compared to letting thought use you. But if you're going to use thought, think big. Have faith. Trust that life is working out for you. Give yourself permission to believe that everything has been unfolding the way it's meant to, and in ways that are better than you can possibly imagine. You were supposed to be born. Regardless of whatever story and narrative your parents tell, or whatever narrative other people tell, you were supposed to be born. You were meant to be here. You are worthy of forgiveness of everything of your past. Your child was supposed to be born. They are meant to be here. They are going to thrive. You are going to thrive. It's never too late. The only thing you have ahead of you is the only thing that's ahead of your child, which is infinite possibilities.